Hey y'all, I'm in the kitchen today and I thought I would show you how I make a simple meatloaf. There are a lot of recipes out there for meatloaf and none of them are wrong. They're all probably great. This is to document for my children some of my recipes and for some of y'all that may not know how to make some of these things. The main ingredient, of course, is going to be ground beef. I always do my best not to say hamburger meat because that's what we say here in Texas. But the main ingredient is ground beef, and then you add what you want from there. It normally contains eggs and something like breadcrumbs or crackers or bread, something to hold the meat together. And then you add seasonings and some onions and either some ketchup or some tomato paste. Like I said, all the recipes vary, but I'm going to show you what my recipe is, and I'm going to make some mashed potatoes to go with it and probably chop up some cucumbers. But today's recipe is how to make meatloaf, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef, so the first thing I'm going to do is get them into my bowl. Actually, I'm going to take my wedding ring off so that doesn't get all nasty. Because the easiest way to mix ground beef is to just do it with your hands. Alright, and to this I'm going to add 1 egg. One cup of breadcrumbs. I'm using the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Honestly, I normally do not measure this, but I'm measuring it for y'all. I'm going to put in 1 cup of plain old ketchup. I am currently preheating my oven to 350. I'm going to set this out of my way. I'm going to be chopping up a small onion. Just going to dice it up small. You don't want to, if you've got large onions, then just do half an onion. You don't want the onion to be overpowering. Put that in my bowl. It's important that you learn how to cook from scratch, or mostly from scratch, especially if the grocery stores start to run out of certain foods, convenience items. I may even do a recipe on how to make your own ketchup. So anyway, now we're just going to take and stir this all together. I should have put salt and pepper in here first, but it didn't, and now my hands are all dirty. So I'm just going to keep mixing it all together. Yes, this looks gross, but you know, I didn't go out and slaughter the cow. I'm just playing with it. You can put Italian seasonings in here if you want. You can put garlic powder in here if you want, but I don't tolerate garlic that well anymore in my old age, so just gonna have salt and pepper in this one. Some people put bell peppers. I've seen all kinds of different recipes. me rinse my hands real quick. Go ahead and add that salt and pepper. Now I'm going to mix that back in. Like I said, I forgot to put it in before I started mixing it, so you won't make that mistake. You know, meatloaf, all it really is a big hamburger. In my opinion, anyway. It's like a big hamburger, and you put some gravy or something on it. But it's still popular at the restaurants. So, some people are still making it, and some people are still eating it. Alright, now that it's mixed, I'm going to take my casserole pan, my pan, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to put it in there. I know people say they don't have time to cook, so they eat out a lot. But there's not going to be much editing to this video. I mean, that's literally all you do is what you just watched me do. It's not that difficult. And then you have a homemade meal. I should have took my bracelet off, but I don't ever really take it off. But anyway, all right, in there, all nice. Now I'm going to take the ketchup, some more ketchup, and I'm just going to go across the top. Take a spoon and spread it around. I'll sprinkle some Italian seasonings on top just to make it prettier. And I'm going to pop this into an oven that is preheating to 350. I'm going to cook this for 1 hour. So I'll be back in 1 hour. And there we go. After 1 hour, try not to burn myself. It is done. I cut it up into pieces to cool off, and I'm going to finish the rest of dinner. That's how easy it is. There it is, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and some corn. A good old-fashioned Southern dinner. And that's how I make meatloaf. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.